None today, no sense of humour.
Have you heard about the gorilla in the limousine?
Have you heard about the man with the indestructible head?
The gorilla in the limousine can be similar. So, the guy's doing really well at his company and wins a big contract, and the boss is like, great, we'll go for a couple of beers after work. It'll be amazing, and everything. Like, the guy's like, all right, sure, yeah, but I do have to get back for dinner with my wife and tuck my little ones into bed, read them a bedtime story. We like to keep a routine about that. And he's like, the boss is like, okay. And so they go, and the boss is really pleased with him, lauding how wonderful he is, and buying, one of those swanky London bars, ends up getting on the champagne on the old company credit cards and everything, chat to a few young women, buying them a few drinks and all that, and everything, and it gets to sort of 8 o'clock, and he's like, shit, boss, I told you couldn't pressure me into doing this. I'm late for my wife's dinner, and I need to get back, but I'm too drunk. I was like, don't worry, I've got my limo, my driver will take you wherever you want, and don't worry about it, and then he'll come back and pick me up. I'm going to carry on boozing here. That's just how I roll. He's like, oh great. He's like, all right, I'll walk out, I'll make sure your car's fine for you to pick up tomorrow morning. Don't worry, it's all sorted. I'm sorry to get you in trouble with it. The old bag at home. Oh, cheers. He says, one rule is, don't touch the gorilla. And the guy's there, and he's a bit drunk, and he thinks he's misheard this. He's like, oh, okay. I'm just sort of thinking it was a drunken thing he said. So he gets into the limo and tells the chauffeur where he needs to go, and he's there, and he looks and he realises there's a gorilla sat next to the little mini fridge. He's just staring right back at him. He's drunk, and he's like, shit, so there is a gorilla in his limousine. Why do you have a gorilla in your limousine? And then the thought of don't touch it comes in. And he's in that drunken state where now the only thing he can think about doing is touching the gorilla. He like, really wants to touch this gorilla. And eventually the alcohol takes hold, and they're just sort of slowing down to a set of traffic lights. And he goes, reach out and touches the gorilla. And the gorilla gets so excited, it starts going, but it looks sort of like a bit of mad intent as well.
How does it go?
This gorilla is now in a frenzy and starts like bounding back towards the guy. He's like, shit, and he just shits himself and jumps out of the car and starts running. And the gorilla jumps out of the limo and starts chasing after him, sort of bounding, like the King Kong, fist stumping the floor of the ground as he's running along after him. And he gets chased round the whole of London. He's there, and he's just running away from this demented gorilla. And you're thinking, why did I do this? This is stupid. And he's like, how do I stop it? What's he going to do with me? And eventually he sort of gets a bit distracted and doesn't realise he's got caught down a one-way alleyway, and he's pinned in against walls on 3 sides, and the gorilla's just screaming to him. It's like big frenzy, showing off his big banana-eating gorilla teeth, and he's there, and he's like, shit, and he just sort of curls up into a ball, expecting this could well be the end of him, and he just goes and he's like, well, that's my lot. I'll just say my prayers and hope for the best. And the gorilla comes bounding up. He goes up to the man, and the man's cowering and just goes, Tig. That's 4 minutes 30 ahead of
Cool, anyone else got some chat?
Not to follow that. I don't think I even get the joke.
Rupert, do you want to explain?
The gorilla likes to play it.
Oh, I get it now, and it's so much shit.